Hello everyone, welcome to the blog Automation Home. So today I am going to discuss about Appium introduction. What is the purpose of, what is the use of Appium? What are the different API levels and what are the different device versions? And a few more API internals as well. In the previous demo, you have seen about Appium, you have seen the demo of API installation. So just we will summarize the earlier version demo. So for installing Appium, okay, for installing, just I am summarizing the previous version demo. For installing Appium, you need to install Node.js. But if you are going with the latest version of Appium 4.0.0, so when you install Appium, Node.js by default, Appium will be. So if you install the latest version of Appium, Node.js and NPM will be by default installed. So another one is you need to install the SDK version. Once you install the SDK version, you need to set the path for SDK and you need to set the path for tools. In SDK there is two folders. There are some folders. In that you have two folders. One is tools and the other is platform tools. So you need to set the path for tools and platform tools. So JDK need to be installed and Java home need to be set in the environment variable, and in the path you need to set the path for JDK bin Java. And so I have not discussed about Ant and Maven and Git as well. So just I am focusing on for the basic beginners, how to write a Appium program and introduction and how to execute the program. So in my topic I am not going to discuss about Appium and Ant and Maven. Why do we need to use Appium? So what is the use and purpose of Appium? So if you write a mobile automation script using a Appium tool, if you write it, you can run it on Android devices as well as iOS devices. You need not need to recompile again and again. Okay? You need not have to recompile your app or modify any way. Due to its internal Appium uses a Google UI Automator framework. So whatever the device and whether iOS or Android, you can directly run it. So internally a few changes will be there. It's a configuration changes. For example, in the web desktop application, if you are working on the desktop application for the web browser, multiple browsers. If you are working with Firefox, you will be adding Firefox driver. If you are working with Chrome driver. Similarly, if you are working with iOS and Android, there are few drivers you need to change. That's all. So all other the script remains same. You can work in both an Android device as well as iOS device. And one more advantage with this is you can use your own language, favorable language. You can write it in C language. You can write it in Objective C language, JavaScript, which uses Node.js, PHP, Java, C#. So you can write, and it has support for WebDriver. You can use your own WebDriver framework. You can use the Java client, and you can use Selenium WebDriver, Java client, WebDriver API method to perform. So Appium supports iOS platforms, iOS, Android, and Firefox OS. So Appium users, you need to make sure you have API level version. So Appium works only with the API level version 17 or greater. So I will briefly demonstrate what are the API levels and versions and what are the device versions. Going further, here if you see. Even if you are working with, you can work with emulator or you can work with the real devices, but you need to make sure that it has API level 17 or greater. Appium uses, so if you want to work, you need to have a API level 7, API level 17 or greater than. Since Appium uses Google UI Automator framework, so devices it supports from 4.2. It's API level 17, and if you have a device with lesser than 4.2 lesser than 4.8. Then, and with having a API level lesser than 17, you can go with Android. So here you can see for earlier devices or test the hybrid framework. Another automation backend called Cylinder. If you have a API level less than 17, then you can need to go with a Cylinder. So it has two things. If you Appium does not work with all the devices. It does not support all the devices. So it has categorized into the API level. So up to less than 17, API level 17, you need to work with Cylinder, and greater than 17 or greater than 17, then Appium supports 17. So it has the version. I will explain you in detail. Open the Google page and type Android versions. Okay, I have clicked on this first link, and here you can see. So every time you buy a new device with the latest version, so what are the devices you are buying? It has a Android version, KitKat Android version from 1.6. It has 1.6 and we call it as a donut. Okay. So if you go, so Android version 2.0, it's named as Claire. 2.2 Pro, Gingerbread, and 2.3. Okay. 3.0 Honeycomb, and similarly the latest version is like Android 4.1, it's Jelly Bean, and some more latest version if you go with is Android 5.0, it's a Lollipop, and it has some more minor version Android 5.0.1 or 5.1. So for each Android version, you will be having a API level. Then the developers develop the apps or Android applications. So they have their API level. So let me show you the API level. Okay. Here is the API level. You can see. So first Android version is Android 1.6 donut. Here you can see Android 1.6 donut. It uses the API level 4, and similarly Android 2.0 Eclipse, it uses API level 5. So here, so up to 2.2, 2.5 API level 8. So coming to 17. Okay. So from Android level 4.2 to 4.2.2, Jelly Bean, it uses API level 17. So Appium, as it uses a Google UI automated framework, it supports from API level 17 or higher. So it supports this version. Let me show you. Okay. API level 17. Here is API level 17. Okay. From API level 17 to whatever the latest version you have, 5.1, and tomorrow there will be the 6.0 or 6.1. Till this version, it uses its API supports so it supports from 4.2 to 5.1 and API level 17 to up to whatever the latest API level 17. So API supports till this one. If you want, if your device if your device Android version is less than 4.1, so here is a 4.0. Okay. So less than 17. If you go for less than 17. So here, 1.6. If it is less than 17, so Appium does not support for less than 17. Less than 17 is Android version 4.1 from Jelly Bean. Okay. This also 4.1 up to 4.1.2. It also named as Jelly Bean. It's API level 16. It does not support it. Appium does not. If you go with a 4.2 to 4.2.2, it is also Jelly Bean, but it uses the API level 17. So then you can go with the Appium tool for automating the work. If it is less than 17, from 16 to older version up to donut, okay, it uses level 4. Then you can go with Android. Okay. So you can go with Android. So this is the way it works. So if you have less than 17 API level, then you can go with Android. If it is 17 or greater than 17 API level, then you can go with Appium. So you need to check the Android version and its API level before starting with the automation. So one of the key feature of the UI automated testing framework is it has a UI automation viewer. UI automated viewer. So with this, with the help of UI automated viewer, we can inspect the elements. So when you open the apps in the web application, so if you want to perform any operation, like if you want to perform entering the text into the text field or clicking on the button, so before performing this operation, you need to identify the element. So this identification, nothing but inspecting, we can perform using the UI automated viewer. Similarly, in the web application, in the desktop web application, you will be using a Firebug to identify or inspect the elements. Similarly, we have a UI automated viewer to identifying or inspecting the elements. So open the command prompt and just type, open the command prompt and just enter UI automated viewer. So it will launch the UI automated viewer. So here is the UI automated viewer is launched. So we will discuss about this UI automated viewer going further. Yeah, let me demonstrate which version of API level you need to work. So this is my device, Samsung device. Okay, just tap down. So when you click on the settings, okay, click on settings. So just to slide up. So here you have about devices. Okay, you click on this about devices. Okay. So here you can see the Android version. Android version is 4.4.4. okay, so how so which API level you need to work. So open the command prompt, okay, and type Android. So it launches the Android SDK manager. So here you can see 4.4.4, right? Let me check it again. It's Android version 4.4.4, right? Let me check what is the API level I need to work. So Android version 4.4.2, 4.4. Okay, it's 4. Up to 4.4.2 is there. So let me check in another way. Okay, here if you see in the, so up to, okay, from up to 4.4 to 4.4.4 you can use the API level 19. Okay, so you can use the API level 19. So when you are writing the test scripts, you need not worry so which API level I need to use. API will internally take care of it. So at the time of writing the script, you will specify the in the desired capability. You will be specifying the Android version. So what is the version? Either it is 4.4 or 4.2, 4.4.2. So based on the desired capabilities, whatever the version you will give, Android version, so it will pick the corresponding API level. The only thing you need to check is whether your device is capable, your device comes under the API level 17 or greater than 17. Since it supports, Appium supports API level 17 and greater than 17. Thanks for watching the demo. Have a nice day.